Hello again, everyone. We got some Bentleys here made by Minichamps, and they're probably old new stock or just plain old used models. Got them off eBay, and we're gonna take a look at the coupe and the convertible version. So, Minichamps, the word through the grapevine, or some of you commenters have said these guys might be coming back to 164. So hopefully they can do it at a decent price. This is a 2008 GT right here. Let's see, not much else to these boxes really. This is a accurate scale model and not a toy. I've never bothered to read that before. But this one is actually missing the sticker on the roof here. I mean, on the top of the case here, so if anything, you know, even if Minichamps just comes back and reissues these models stand up to today's standards. They're in many ways better than the current brands existing right now. You know what, let's just get them all both out of the box right now. So this convertible says a 2007, which is weird. I always thought the convertibles usually come out after the coupes, but well, I don't know. Anyways, let's see. This is the first generation Continental, both of these things. So the first generation, that's what these are, I guess. They came out in 2003, the very first Continental GTs. They were powered by 6-liter twin turbocharged W12 engines making 550 horsepower. They had permanent all-wheel drive systems, and so that's what allowed all that power to get down to the ground and do 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds for the coupe. And even the convertible was not too shabby, doing 5.1 seconds 0 to 60. And the top speed of the coupe is 198 miles per hour. And the convertible could still go 190 miles per hour with the roof down. I mean, that's going 190 miles per hour with the roof down. It's got to feel pretty fast. But your hair is probably going to get ripped off. Alright, so there seems to be these little plastic pieces. I guess it's there to help keep the tires from getting squished. Yeah. Alright. Okay, let's compare it to this photograph here. Sorry, that one got messed up. Let's start with the rear view here. We got the oval tailpipes looking good, the thick red taillights, and some ovals in those taillights it looks like, so that's pretty nice. These wheels match up pretty well. Alright, overall proportions not so bad. Front end looks similar to me. Alright. Then for this convertible, unfortunately it's a white car, it's hard to there you go. Yeah, alright, I'm sure it's, well, it looks pretty close. Alright, let's get back to this coupe here. So the wheels are definitely nice. I mean, look how thin the spokes are, and then there's actually air passing between every spoke. Even that tiny gap is hollow, so that's why this is not a toy. It's, you know, these are fragile wheels. If you squish this wheel, it'll probably collapse under your finger pressure, so not to be played with. You're gonna ask the question, does it roll? It does, but if you want the wheels to collapse on you, go ahead and play with them. Alright, so it's got the smooth tires as we saw. That doesn't bother me at all, because I don't display my models upside down. I'm not looking for treads in a 3/4 view. Alright, so this metallic paint is pretty nice, but I do feel like there's some paint rash developing right there, so that's not so nice. Okay, the door handle is really nicely sculpted. It's sticking out. This key mechanism, or maybe that's a finger actuator, that's sticking out as well. These panel gaps are okay, I guess. They're a little bit wide, but this model's from a while back. Alright, the side mirrors are separate plastic pieces. They're body matched, and they have reflectors in them, so can't ask for more than that. There's some silver paint running around the windows here, and that's nice. It also leads you to look into the interior with no side glass. You can actually see the interior quite nicely. Look at that. I think all brands should maybe get rid of the side windows, because look how easy it is to see that interior. No flashlight necessary, no distortion in some, molded windows. And so yeah, this interior is pretty nice. There's silver on the door handle over there. The center console, I mean, I guess those are, I don't know if those are decals or tampo prints, but very nicely done. That wood grain texture as well is pretty neat. That burled walnut, perhaps. The rear seats, I don't really care so much about that. The rear deck is pretty plain looking, but I'm gonna assume that's what they look like. Okay, so yeah, you can see that decal coming up here as well, and some vent details there. Some sort of molded in wiper blades. Pretty low definition, but they are raised and painted black. This paint looks nice on the hood. And then we have a nice Bentley badge. Let me get in on that a little closer. Yeah, a B, the wing details, that's a really nice badge. I don't know if that's tampo printed, I'm guessing it is. So the grille, it's a separate plastic piece, it's chromed and it's black, so it looks really good. The lens headlights, I guess they're okay, they look deep. And then a little molded in detail for the wiper, not the wiper, the fluid ejectors. Then we have the pattern here. It's part of the casting, it sounds like, painted black. So that's all good. No brakes in these wheels, right? No, no brakes. Okay. Fuel fillers on this side. The rear window, it's got the blackout printed on the back side of the plastic. And then the Bentley badge back here is just as nice as the front. Yeah, those thick taillights, and yes, you can see some oval shapes as part of the plastic molding, I think. Although, what's going on here? Looks like there's black there. Oh, that's probably a pin or something to go into the casting itself. Yeah, that's what it must be. Alright, so no license plates, unfortunately, but silver here for these lights. And then the silver ring around the muffler tips, and there's a little black inside, so a little depression there. And that carries across to the base, which has the silver on the exhaust system. And then pleasantly, Minichamps writes everything I want to know: who made it, what scale it is, what the car is, and then what year it is. So that's awesome. The only thing, might not be good for customizers is the press fit together, Although I'm not sure why you'd want to customize this interior, it's so well done. And well, I guess you could do wheel swaps, but the stance on this isn't so bad and the wheels are nice, so it's a good one. Let's carry on over to the convertible. Naturally, the interior is a lot easier to see. It's nice that they use a different color plastic. This time it's black, obviously, but you still have the wood grain pattern, and it's a little different because this side doesn't have anything. I wonder, that's not accurate. So that's a problem. They just skipped the decal entirely here. Okay, well, QC is a problem here. That's too bad. The doors here, though, they have nice wood grain decals going on there. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. There's a little chrome, highly reflective chrome strip going around this thing. I don't know if that's like printed on or painted on or what, but it's very, very bright. Okay. So everything else is similar mold-wise, but this door handle actually has silver paint on it. The other one did not. And then, there's a silver line going across here. And actually, that's on the other car. I just didn't see it. And then these are obviously a different molded wheel. But what's nice about these wheels is there's a B printed in the middle. Alright, so that's different, better detail. Just looking back to the other one. Pull that back up. Is there a B in the middle of this thing? If there is, it's really small. There is. What do you know? Look at the lug nut details. I mean, look at my finger. That B is so small, I couldn't see it. Which, my fingers look atrocious, sorry. Wow, that's a really fine detail. Totally unexpected on a center cap that small. Alright, so these wheels are, yeah, they're good. They're passing air. Yeah, grille textures here. Interesting. Yeah, the grille's actually a totally different shape. So the front ends are different here. I didn't expect that. Well, that's one of the nice things about collecting miniatures. You can compare these things. Alright, yeah. Rear end. I think they're the same taillights, are they? I think so. Same exhaust tips. I don't see where the fuel filler is on this convertible. You would think it'd be around here, but it's not, or I don't see it. I wonder if they just left that detail out. And wait a second. The mirrors are in a different place. You know, if I just put both these on the ground, look at the mirrors. They're, yeah, different spots. Why would that be? You think that's accurate? I don't know. Why would they put the mirrors in a different spot on a convertible versus a coupe? That's strange. Oh, aerodynamics, I suppose. Maybe somehow this creates less turbulence back here. But if that's the case, why wouldn't they just... Well, I don't know. Well, I guess the more forward mirrors are, the less angle of approach, so you can see more of the blind spot. That's the only logical reason I can think of, but please leave a comment if you have some other theories. I'm also noticing there's a little chrome piece right there. I don't know what that really is on the real car, but it's there. Alright. She'll compare it to some other Bentleys. So I've amassed a few Bentleys over the time. Kyosho has this Continental Super Sports convertible. And let's put that over here. So it's kind of a comparison actually right there. But the Kyosho has a really plain interior. This other Kyosho is the Continental Super Sports, just a regular one. So again, I added some silver paint to the mirrors though. You know what, let's just stop this thing spinning and compare these things. I feel like the Bentley logo is good on both brands. Maybe a tiny bit sharper on the Minichamps. The headlights on the Minichamps are a little bit clearer. These look a little cloudy on the Kyoshos. The grills I can't compare because they're different colors. The Kyoshos have casted in mirrors. They're not separate mirrors, so although I gotta say for casted in mirrors they have a very thin stock, so they're not bad. But if you look at the taillights, I think Kyosho did a better job maybe. Well, that's hard to say. See, Kyosho has the ovals because they printed. Maybe it's hard to see from this distance. Let me show you here. They printed over with the dark smoke, and so you can see the ovals a little bit better. But in defense, if you look at this photograph here, there is absolutely no dark smoke. It's just ovals inside the red. So it's easier to see on the Kyoshos, but it's technically more realistic on the Minichamps. Okay. The interior is definitely Minichamps all the way. The side mirrors, reflectors all the way with Minichamps. So, yeah. That's kind of why I am hoping that Minichamps comes back. Now here's a Mini GT. Granted, it's a more modern Continental GT. And since I have it, I have the GT3 version as well from Mini GT. Now what I'm liking already off Mini GT is they actually print on the license plate on this one here, you know, Bentley. Kyosho and Minichamps had nothing there. The Mini GTs have pretty clear headlights. They have good printing of the Bentley badge as well. I repainted the interior of this. Mini GTs always have plain black interiors like Kyosho's. So yeah, again, I would say the Minichamps interiors are better. I'm now noticing another thing here. The actual texture on the seats is different. Let me see if I can get that better for you. You see, the coupe has quilted, there's a crosshatch pattern on those seats. The convertible has just vertical strakes. So those are totally different molded seats, which is really nice. You know, you're not just buying a slightly different casting on the outside, you're also getting a totally different casted interior. So, really cool. Alright, well, with that said, I'm very happy again with Minichamps. The white one, I don't see any sort of paint blemishes, or do I? Maybe a little bit. It's very minor. And then you obviously saw under magnification, there's a little bit of paint rash on that one. But if these things are from like 2007 or 2008, I guess it's acceptable. I've definitely seen worse from other brands, so. Okay, well, let us hope that Minichamps comes back into the 164 arena, and they do so at a decent price. They have a lot of tough competition, in particular Mini GT. I mean, Mini GT is putting out a fantastic product for, you know, $10, $12 to $13. They have all the printing you want, all the exterior print details you want, and they have those soft side mirrors, which I really appreciate. They don't break off. Well, not as easily. I've never had them break. And then on the upper end would be Inno64. They have all these details and more. So, because they have brake systems. And with race cars, they would have roll cages and stuff like that as well. So, hopefully Minichamps, you'll find your way. Or, you just, you know, you could release these again, but just release them at a decent price, and I'm sure you'll sell plenty of them. So, alright, well, as usual, thanks for checking this video out, and not sure if I'm going to get any more Minichamps unless some new castings come out. I'm not sure if there are any other castings that I want right now, but you never know what the future will bring. Okay, see you around, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.